can sit down. Thank you. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I know why you're happy, because the president, Donald Trump, is home. From his trip to England and Ireland and France, they're now fumigating Europe. Wow, this week, you know, he went over there, was the anniversary, a lot of anniversaries this week, the 75th anniversary of D-Day, but also this week, 100th anniversary of women getting the vote in America. Or as Republicans call it, D-Day. That's their D-Day. Well, you got to get right with the women's issue. Boy, Joe Biden. You see that? Did a real flip-flop on the abortion thing. You know, the Hyde Amendment, which is like the federal government will not pay for abortions. He was always for that. Now he's against that. Roe versus Wade, he said he was always for, but he's Catholic. It's complicated. Joe's old school. He believes conception begins when a guy smells a woman's hair. Also, Mike Pence's birthday today. He blew out the candles, and Mayor Pete turned into a pillar of salt. I don't know what... If there was groaning, you should leave now, because it's going to be a rough show for you people. Very rough show. But, no, it's Pride weekend here, is it not? I know. Traffic was crazy. I think it's all over the country. It's certainly here in L.A. You know, this is true. In Boston, a group of guys got together. They want to have a straight Pride parade. This is coming from a group called Super Happy Fun America. I cannot think of a gayer name than Super Happy Fun. That's true. But, you know, I always want to say to people like this, you know, gay pride is, you know, a response to being shamed. How can you really have a straight pride because no one has ever shamed you? You know, it's like wanting a welcome home party when you've never left the couch. But I'm trying to put off talking about the story that depressed me all week more than any, which is Donald Trump overseas. England's royal family met America's royal fuck-up, and Trump continued the time-honored tradition he has now started of embarrassing this country in every possible shape, form, and way possible. First, he drags his whole family over there. Did you see that? They all, even Tiffany. Really, Ivanka, Eric, Don Jr. I know it, we're all thinking the same thing. How did they ever get time off from their jobs? But he's just such the ugliest American ever. He gets over there, he insults the mayor of London right away. Loser, you know. Insults Princess Meghan, says she's nasty. And then the worst, he mistook the Queen for Stonehenge. That's... You know what? Fuck them too. Fuck the royal family. I hate those fuckers. What is this? They're assholes. What is this? You know, you have to bow, Your Highness. Another human being I'm supposed to call Your Highness. Don't talk to her unless she talks to you first. Fuck all that. You know, the only reason I think they keep the royal family, it's good for tourism. I've been to Buckingham Palace. It's not good. It doesn't look good, but it's like a zoo. People are like, oh, maybe they'll come out today. But look, the whole point of this trip to England and Europe was planned around the fact that yesterday was June 6th, 2019. This day will never come again. This is the 75th anniversary of D-Day, a real day that honors the sacrifice of the greatest generation. And all of Europe gathered yesterday to remember how armies of the free world came together to fight a common enemy, Bette Midler. And that's right. While they were doing that, Trump was tweeting about a washed-up psycho. See, that's why Donald Trump is the new Churchill, because he opened up a second front in the war on Rosie O'Donnell. And it just... It sucks that on a day honoring America's best, we sent America's worst. And his knowledge of history and economics and science, all on great display at a moment like this. He said, while we honored the people of D-Day, freeing Europe from Nazi control, it would have been much more easily handled by tariffs. So you didn't know if he really said that. That was a joke. But he could have said that. That's the sad part of it. He could have said that. And the most galling thing of all is that his own service, or lack of, came up, and he spit on the graves that he was walking through by saying that Vietnam, he said, I wasn't a fan. It was so far away, but I would have been honored, Darn the luck. There weren't any wars going on at the time. In the 60s, never mind. Anyway, but in Trump's defense, he did see action in the trenches of Studio 54. He was the guy in charge of defending the VIP room from the bridge and tunnel crowd.